And we are live. Welcome to the TYS Talk Yo Shit podcast. This is episode 26. I am Jordan.
Oh, I'm Allie.
And today, Starks has a mic.
We mic'd him up.
I have a mic.
Why does your voice get so smooth? I have a mic.
Because I just had some coffee.
Fucking Barry White voice. I have a mic.
That's not how Starks talks, you guys.
Okay, so Keem is still not back yet. I know y'all probably like, where the fuck is Keem? Did he quit? And y'all just not telling us. No, Keem did not quit. He's still on tour. He will be back.
26 or 27?
He will be back on the 24th, so therefore he will be back on the podcast in 2 episodes from now, on 25th.
Oh, yeah.
So, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get into the nitty gritty. Let's get in, let's get
How's
in there.
everybody's weekend? We haven't asked about weekends in a long time.
We haven't asked about weekends in a long time.
What did I do this weekend?
Weekend was cool. We went to Escape Room.
Oh, yeah.
Escape
that
room.
was trash.
It was. Bro, we went to an
Oh,
escape
my
room,
God.
bro, and the shit was broke, and they tried to make it seem like we just wasn't doing it right. Like, they was like, we was flipping these fucking cables on this electrical panel for like 30 minutes.
You
And
have
she
to
was
make
like,
sure it's in there better.
she was like, okay, flip the cords. She was like, okay, you see the square at the top? Flip that so that's upside down. Mind you, it was a guy who was helping us the whole time. We knew that he fucked up because he went to get a manager and we heard a woman on a loudspeaker. And she was like, all right, do you see the words upside down now? Now flip the cable. And then all of a sudden the shit started working. Like, it would just be bullshit. But it was cool, though. All in all, I wasn't too mad. At least we finished. Because if they was doing all that bullshit and we didn't finish the room, then I'd have been hot.
Yeah. It's usually not like that, too. You should really go to another one because I've been to 4 or 5, and it's never been like that. And the clues, I didn't even like the clues that they had. Like, the clues are, they're hard, but it's like, it makes sense. Some of those, I was just like, y'all just threw that. Like, y'all just had to throw something there. It just didn't make sense. So you should really, oh my gosh, it was bad.
All in all, I still had a good time. So I could see how if it is right, like, it's actually really fun.
Yeah.
There's one right across the street from my crib. We should go to that one. It looks pretty dope.
Which one is that?
We should do
the
like
name?
a podcast one.
How we bond together, how we get out. Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be really.
We all die in there.
TYS goes to
Escape room.
I think that's what it's called. Escape Room LA or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the one. See, that's when I sent in.
Well, fuck y'all. Starks, how was your weekend?
Really good, man. My girl's in Mexico this week with her school, so we had like Valentine's Day yesterday.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Really?
Or Sunday.
I thought you was about to say my girl been
Why?
gone all weekend, so I've been having a blast.
I'm not gonna laugh at that one. Wait, why?
What do you mean?
Why like a whole week early?
What do you mean?
You said you had
Oh
Valentine's
well,
Day.
she's like gone for Valentine's Day, so we
Oh
just
yeah,
celebrating
you
early.
told me that. Okay.
So I might not be home this weekend, so I won't probably see her until like Monday or Tuesday.
Okay, that makes sense.
So we went to Quarters Korean barbecue in K-Town.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Goddamn,
It was
probably
fire.
like the best food I've had since I moved to LA.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me put that on my phone. Hold
What
on.
else did y'all do? I'd be curious as to what people do for
Quarters.
Valentine's Day who like live together.
No, this would have been the second time. Nothing really, bro. Just
Nothing.
Quarters Korean
food,
barbecue.
cute shit, flowers.
Yeah.
Keep it pushing. You can't just keep thinking of new shit every year. That's too much work.
Facts.
Yeah, that really is.
Right.
Is there okay, you guys are doing it early. We're doing it late. But is it usually crowded on Valentine's? We were like having an argument about that. Like,
What? Hell yeah.
okay, I didn't know that. So just for anybody watching, I think I've celebrated Valentine's Day maybe twice that I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
That I've actually like done something. Once was in high school, and the other one was in my last relationship. But we've never actually like gone out. So my dude was saying that like it's like the worst time to go out because every restaurant,
It's terrible.
every like spa place. Is it really that bad?
It's terrible. Valentine's Day and Mother's Day are the worst times to try to go eat somewhere.
Really?
It's terrible.
I feel like I've been out with my girls. That's why I'm like, it's not that bad. But he was like, no, everything is that bad.
Yeah, no,
I was
it'd
like,
be trash. Like,
Oh, wow.
ideally, you would want to do something either a couple days before or a couple days after, but then, like, the girl might think you trying to treat her like the side bitch because it's like, why ain't you taking me out on Valentine's Day? But it's like,
I
it's just
wonder
too
if people
busy.
like really believe that. Because I make jokes about that, but I wonder if people like really like.
I think
like
some women
all
believe
those
it.
jokes. Like I wonder if people like really like.
I think some women believe it.
Well, I guess it does happen. Let me shut up because that
Yeah.
actually does happen.
Yeah.
That does happen. I hate y'all. I hate y'all.
Did y'all? Well, Allie's a girl, so it's a little bit different. But you still could have did it. Did y'all used to do the candy grams for like people you liked in like elementary school? Like you sent them a candy gram on
Yeah,
Valentine's
they do
Day?
it like all the way through high school too.
Yeah. No.
Never done
No.
that.
I never did it. I did it a couple times. Never for a guy. It was always for you, like your girlfriends, your homegirls, and stuff.
So they wouldn't feel lonely because
Yeah, I was a loser in high school. I didn't do much.
You said you were a loser in high school. You know what the crazy thing is? I was exact opposite, but I still didn't get them. And then afterwards, I'd always have guys come to me and be like, "Oh, I wanted to send you one, but I wasn't." And I wasn't like a. Never, I'm not gonna say I wasn't.
You used to send them to your homegirls because they was lonely.
No, it's just we'd have like. I'd have like two best friends, and we just us three knew we were going to send each other stuff.
Girls love picking up the slack for their homegirls because they know them bitches be lonely.
You know what? It's not about being lonely. Listen, it's not about being lonely. We function so much more different than you guys, and I don't know if you guys just don't need that type of validation, or if you guys don't need that type of like emotional support. Probably because it's funny because we talk about it, and sometimes guys do, but girls do. Like we fall apart in ways that like you guys just, I don't know if you don't or it just doesn't happen, and we're always there to emotionally like catch each other.
Nah.
I don't tell my homie shit.
You know, the only bro that's there for guys is Jack Daniels. It's the only bro that's there whenever shit gets bad. Good old Jack
Okay.
or Jameson.
This is a point I want to make because I think I've been thinking about this a lot. Like when men go through some shit, they like really wait it out to see if they're going through some shit.
Mhm.
Women, as soon as something happens, straight to the homegirls.
Oh yeah.
Can
Wait,
you believe this?
Let's
And-
say,
and
let's
you know-
say that back. What happened?
And you
So,
know,
like, for me to
he's
go
right.
to-
No, he's right.
Pete, this is like the closest homeboy I got. For me to go to Pete with any relationship problem, it would have to be after I know it's actually a problem. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's after like a week of it brewing,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, damn, maybe I should get some advice from the homie. And so he keeps me in check because
Mhm.
sometimes I be thinking crazy.
And that's
so
good.
women are different. Women don't do that. I feel I've never
As
been
soon
in
as
a
it happens.
relationship where as soon as we argue, like I've even been in immature ass relationships where as soon as we argued, I could see it on Instagram. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah. And then let's say it doesn't go to that. I feel like girls like they just speak about it like more freely. When in my opinion, you shouldn't do that because now you're painting like this picture in people's heads that, and the next day y'all good and now you look stupid.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
No, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So I'm not a social media person where I'm just like, you know, I'll argue, then I'll be like, I'll talk mess. I'm not that person.
Right.
I'm not that person, but on the flip side, I am the person, like if I see something I can relate to, I'll repost it. But I'll
Right.
repost something like shitty, repost
Yeah,
something happy.
but girls choose when to repost those.
When
It's like,
and what to
oh,
repost.
these only come up when we're arguing.
Because from the outside looking in, and this was many years ago when I would like fuck with girls who were in relationships already. Many years ago.
Really, Jordan?
You know when a woman has fell out with her dude. You know.
Easy.
You know, especially the ones who are the type who are constantly on social media and always
Right.
posting shit anyway, because then it reflects like their tweets, maybe not even the shit that they directly say, but the shit that they retweeting or the shit that they post in their Instagram story.
Yeah,
you know when she fell out with her
Yeah.
nigga, and you know when is
You
the
do.
exact time to fucking strike.
Right.
You do. I was actually, I will say, I was very proud that you couldn't tell with my last one. You couldn't tell that I fell out. The only reason, I didn't even delete, I don't, at some point I will delete, you know, pictures and stuff like that, but I don't run and do it just because
Out of spite.
Like I
Right.
didn't delete my stuff for a while, and but I usually, like I said, I post anything. The only reason you'd ever be able to tell for me is I won't post that individual. So that would be the only. But yeah, I don't let it in. And when it comes to talking to my homegirls, I think my biggest issue is I don't talk to anybody, which I'm starting to change because sometimes I talk to my homegirls, but if I call them, it's more so like, hey, I said this, like realistically, did I say this wrong? Like I get more of an objective view because you know, like sometimes you don't know if you're crazy, you actually said it this way, or somebody else could have took it that way. So when and if I do talk to a homegirl about a relationship, it's always that. But I can't talk to them about my relationship specifically because
They can't relate.
they can't relate. Yeah, they can't relate. I think I have one friend that like is like my go-to, and I've only talked to her once actually, but is my go-to girl because she can actually like seriously relate. Nobody else can relate.
And it's like, I think you got to be careful with that too, because in both cases, no matter who it is, man or woman, the friend that you're talking to about whatever is going on has to know the person you're with, because otherwise you're just only telling the negative shit. Like, so now all they have is this negative view of this person in your head. So every time she or he do something, they just like,
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
But you know what? That's not good. I think women have an issue with that. When I confide in somebody, it's never the negative shit. It's always, okay, this was the issue. This is what happened. This is what I said. How did I handle this? Did I handle this right? How could this? It's always like the direction. It's never like he did this to me and now blah blah blah. It's like even if I kind of feel like it's mostly his fault type thing, it's like, okay, well, this is what happened. This is, you know, but this is how I came.
Right.
And then they always give me a like, okay, Allie, you have every right to be upset. You shouldn't have said it this way. And this is how you have to handle it. You have to be more like, so there's always, and I think women have a tendency to be very one-sided when they confide in their girlfriends. Actually, they do. Women are known for that, and that's where a lot of them fall short. So, yeah.
I think that's
sad.
like key to happiness. Biggest thing you should be like, you should work on in a relationship. It's like, all right, we're beefing right now. Like, take that breath. Like, really think about what the fuck is happening before you say the next thing you're about to say.
Yeah.
Because we all been there. We get super hurtful. We say some shit you don't mean, and the next day you just feel mad stupid.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're like, yeah, that wasn't even worth it.
But for women, like I said, I don't know for you guys. For women, I think it's good to have somebody to confide in. I had one time where I knew I was mad about something, but I couldn't pinpoint. Like I was mad about whatever the issue was, but it was a little bit deeper, and I couldn't figure it out, and I wasn't able to articulate it to him. So like it bothered me for like an entire day, and so I finally that one person I finally reached out to, and I was like, "This is what's going on. I know why I'm mad, but I'm not saying it right. Like I got to be able to like voice this because we're not gonna get it, and I can't move on. Like I can't." And then she kind of helped me put it into words and helped me like put it out better. So I think it's good to have that person. I think it is for women because, you know, we are a lot more emotionally up and down than men a lot more times. So I think it's good to have that person. It's always hard for them to pick the right person.
That's true.
Oh, women, bless their hearts. But I have a really good group of girls. I had a time, I'll be very honest with you guys, I had a time, it was like a couple weeks ago, and I don't talk mess about people, like as far as, like I'm not be like, oh, she was this, and I can't stand that girl. Like I'm not like a gossiper, and I had a moment like a couple weeks ago, and I was just like irritated, you know, surgery, going through things, just feeling down, and I was like talking mad shit about this girl. And my homegirl was like, oh my God, that is not you. Like, what's going on? And I was like, I know. And she was like, go pray. And I was like, I will. Right. And I had for real. And I like literally like got off the phone and said a prayer and had to get my stuff together. So I think I really have a really dope group of friends.
I'm glad you caught that.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of people wouldn't catch that.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't talk mess about. I don't like that. Like I may say like, ooh, I don't like the way she did it, but I'm not like just a real like I don't get on girls like that. So yeah, I had a moment I was just like going in, and she was like, "You sound like me. What is going on?" And I was like, "I'm just falling." Like I was having a moment, but yeah, I got some really amazing friends.
You do have good friends because every situation I bring up to you about a woman doing something that's ain't shit, you just can't relate at all. You have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, you guys have really ruined my viewpoint on things. I'm really sad about that. Like, I still haven't gotten over that because the fact that you guys have been through some of the stuff you've been through, I'm just like, I want to show you guys.
It's tough out here, man.
It's some movie shit, bro.
It's tough out here, man.
I want to show you guys that it's not that bad.
We like old Vietnam veterans out here, just
It's
like
not that bad.
just like fucking flinching every time a firework go off. Like, god damn.
It's not that bad. Even when guys or like
Dudes really be having PTSD from past relationships.
No, I believe it.
Like for real. Like
I believe it. I could see the way, in my relationship, like how my guy may react to certain things, and I'd be like, then he'll tell me a story about like what he went through, and I'm like,
Somebody's
oh my god,
Oh my god.
that's why you did that.
And it'd be like simple shit to where like if you don't pay attention, you won't notice it. But like, I think I might have took too long to respond to this girl one day, and I was like, yo, my bad. I was doing a lot, like blah blah blah, like fully explained to myself, and she was like, yo, it's cool, like you busy, like I get it, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Shit. I remember I was talking to Keon about something and I was just like, yeah, but she apologized, and he like slammed on the brakes like, she did what?
Like, huh? She said, I'm sorry. I was wrong and I'm sorry.
I was like, damn.
Was she born a man?
Oh my gosh. The fact
Speaking
that
of
girls don't
which-
apologize is a weird thing.
You said the fact that no, it's not a weird thing.
It's very weird.
Because from a young age, y'all are never wrong. From a very young age, y'all are never wrong. Y'all are princesses. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are never fucking wrong. So
I'm
it's
not gonna do that to my daughter.
So
My
it's
dad
not-
didn't do that to me. I don't say I was never a princess. Maybe at some point he might have called me that.
I was never a
Well,
princess.
because I honestly don't remember my dad ever calling me a princess.
Gotcha.
But I'm pretty sure maybe as a, like, I don't know, maybe at some point he probably did, but I don't remember him ever, like I was, my baby girl or my baby, you know what I mean? But I was never your princess and any man can, he's never like done that.
Got you.
So I'm gonna make sure I do that if I have a little girl. Like I'm not, cause that's weird. Like you should apologize.
You should take accountability and
You
apologize, just as a human being. Fuck being a man or a woman. You should, as a human being, take accountability.
You know what the hardest part is in relationships? It's not the hardest, but one of the hard things is when there is an issue and you know that, like, whatever the issue is, you know that you're right, but then there's a part of it that's you're wrong and you still kind of have to apologize about.
Yeah.
And it's like you have to take that L. Like, there's times where I'm like, but Ryan may bring something up, and then he'll come back and be like, oh, you did this or this. And I'm like, shit, I did. I was
Isn't
like,
that crazy? Like when
it's
you're thinking
weird,
about
it's
it,
like-
like, damn, I'm about to take this L.
We're
Like,
both
the
wrong.
fact that we even think about it like that is so crazy.
The fucked up part is when you be less wrong than they are.
Right.
So it's like in a court case where like they got all the evidence stacked against this person, but you did one fucked up thing, so now they got to throw all the evidence out and none of it counts. It's like if you do something that invalidates everything that they did.
yeah.
Like if I go through my girl's phone, I immediately invalidated everything that she did inside
Right.
of there because I broke her privacy and I went through her shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I had to deal
nigga,
with
none of it matters, nigga. You went through my shit, fuck you. And I'm just like,
Yeah, but
That really does suck. That really does suck. And it sucks because you have to sit there and be like, well, dang, you know what? I did that to you, and that was wrong of me. And you have to give them that time to deal with that. And then you got to deal with the other stuff. So, oh my God, yeah, it's navigating through relationships is fun. It's fun.
while we on the topic of relationships,
Do you guys get gifts? Have you guys gotten gifts for Valentine's Day?
I have.
Okay.
Yeah, I have. I actually got some really good gifts one year, which was surprising. But communication in different stages of the relationship. I wrote this down because, damn, why did I write this down? It was so.
I know why you wrote it down.
Tell me why I wrote it down
I'm not
without
gonna
being
tell
super
you.
specific.
drop names, Ali.
How do I not be? Because
Just generalize it.
would you,
Oh,
that
because
tweet-
of this tweet that I saw that spun off into a different conversation.
Right,
So
so we'll just address the tweet.
this dude said, I knew women were crazy when I first moved in with my wife and she said, you don't text me anymore.
I actually agree with that. That's very crazy. I agree with that. That's very crazy.
But it's like, I see you every day.
Right, that's happened though. When me and my girl first moved here, she was like, "You see how like dry our text conversations have become?" And I'm like, "Literally, it's like every day.
Every fucking
It's like,
day.
we don't know how to text anymore. Like, there's
Like-
no point."
From 6
Listen,
to the rest of the night, I'm there.
Listen.
Weekends.
Listen.
I'm there.
I completely agree with you guys. I agree with you guys. The one thing I will say, because when we lit off into a different subject, that was a whole different subject. But the one thing I will say is, women, we require things. if I could be more like a man in certain situations.
We require a lot, is what you were about to say.
No, we require no, because you guys require a lot too. Y'all just don't think y'all do.
We don't.
But if I could take on some of your guys' personalities, I would gladly stop feeling a certain way if I could take it. Like I would gladly. But like we, sometimes you guys don't give a shit if we text you like, oh babe, just missed you. Hope you're, if you give us those random sweet, we care about stuff like that. And it sucks because I really wish I didn't. I really wish I didn't.
That's fine, but in this case, I honestly feel like she's talking about like carrying a conversation. Like,
No.
I think so.
I don't think so.
I think so. Because it's different from being like, well, first of all, if we live together, like I'm telling you good morning and have a great day when I leave. What am I texting you during the day? I'm seeing you when I go to bed, so I don't gotta text you.
Good morning.
I don't gotta text you good night.
If you know everything about my day, what the hell are we gonna do when we
What
sit
are we
in there?
talking about?
Yeah.
Like what? Honestly, I think that older generations, I think their relationships lasted as long as they did because they didn't talk to each other all fucking day.
No, but they also didn't have social media and stuff. I would gladly like to live in a non-social media age.
Yeah, but outside of social media, like if I'm not talking to you all day, we have shit to talk about when I get home. Like I'm leaving at 8 a.m. I don't see you again until 7 p.m. You get to hear how my entire day was. I get to hear how your entire day was. Like there's shit to talk about. If I'm talking to you throughout the whole day and I get home, you already know what fucking happened. You know what happened.
Yeah.
What is there to talk about?
I agree with you.
This is the thing.
I completely agree with you.
I just don't want to like, I don't know.
Listen, I agree with you. He thinks I don't agree with him because he remembers the side conversation. I agree with you.
Like if we live together, I don't want to talk to you all day. I'm not gonna lie.
I agree with you.
And that goes for anybody. It don't even got to be my girlfriend. It could be anybody I'm living with in the same house that I see every day. I don't want to talk to you all day, every day. You got nights and weekends. That's better than most phone plans.
Listen, I agree.
Better than most phone
I
calls.
agree. That's all we're gonna
That's
say.
a bar.
Still got that
I
Bruce
completely
Mobile.
agree.
It's a bar.
But like I said, I will say that it does. I think it sucks. I really wish I didn't. We as women didn't. Certain women, not all women, but most women, want those sweet. Not every day, but they still want those like little sweet messages or the, you know what I mean? Because relationships, I don't think guys understand how comfortable. Like you guys get. From my experience, guys get a lot more comfortable in the relationship than women first. Like, from my experience.
First, yes.
Yeah, like, you guys get where, like, all the sweet stuff, all the kisses and everything, that just goes out
We burnt the fuck out.
fast.
We had to do
Like
it. We had to do it so much just to get our foot in the door that by the time we get there, we just burnt the
But
fuck out.
women will
Like,
still.
We just hit the wall.
But even if you guys, it's crazy because you guys are simple and you like certain things, but we'll still do those simple certain things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know a lot of married men who complain about not getting as much sex as they had before they was married.
I don't know. That's really wild to me.
It's a thing though.
I know that's really wild to me. That's really a thing. I actually was fearful of that, but that's never hit me.
It's a thing. When you
It's
got her,
never
she was
hit me.
nasty and she was sucking and fucking. And the moment that y'all crossed that goddamn,
what
y'all jumped the
happened.
broom, she too tired.
No, but
She
you
had
know
a
what?
long day.
That's another conversation. Your libido changes. It has not happened for me, which praise the Lord, thank you. I hope it doesn't come anytime soon. But that's a thing,
Men's testosterone drops.
right?
I don't know
When?
what man you talking about.
But
As
when?
you get older, your testosterone
But as you
drops.
get
right?
older,
Shut
like,
up.
can you imagine experience it as a man? Like as a man, you just not wanting to have sex.
That's crazy.
Like that feeling, like there has been times, especially because so I'm also anemic.
I feel like I've had that feeling before, once or twice maybe.
Yeah, after you have sex 5 times, you're like,
Oh yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, but it ain't just been on a day where
Right.
nothing is happening. I'm like, I don't feel like
I'm-
fucking right now.
Yeah, you're crazy.
I'm also anemic, and maybe this is TMI, but there's been times and I don't know if this is a libido thing, but there's been times where I may want to have sex, but my body's not responding. Like just not, and I don't know if guys, but and it's the craziest thing is just like, why is my body like,
Is that like the female version of ED?
what's ED?
Erectile
Erectile
dysfunction.
dysfunction, like where you want to like, fuck her, but like your dick just ain't working.
Oh, maybe.
Wait.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I'm not going to put any names in this story, but I had a homeboy.
You had whiskey dick.
Pretty much. That's what it's.
Right, but have you had that?
Have I had whiskey dick?
Yes.
Yeah.
And how do you, like, how is that? Like,
I was just too drunk.
oh, so, that's not
Oh,
the
that's
thing.
different.
That's different. You're just too drunk. This is actually a thing where
Oh, you mean like on just a Tuesday afternoon? It's just like
Yes.
not happening. No.
Like
not
that
happening.
happens to women. Like there's things like okay, there like so like I said, I'm anemic, so there's certain times in my body where I'm tired, like to the point I'm not sleepy, I am tired because the way my blood circulation is, but like I'm exhausted and I can't explain. Like I got my sleep, I can't. So women's body. It's the most frustrating thing. A female's body is the most frustrating thing because we can't explain some of the stuff that's going on. It's like, why do I feel this way? Then we got to go search out reasons. You guys don't, like, it's just you up and go. We have to figure out what's going on and why we're not reacting to things the same.
I had a homie that I'm not gonna say his name, but it was his first time with his, like, I guess girlfriend or the girl that he was trying to like date, and he said he couldn't get his dick hard. So he was like,
That's fucked up.
I ran into the bathroom like 3 or 4 times watching porn trying to get my dick.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
You know what?
Crazy.
I had that happen with condoms before, but it's because it's because when I was in a relationship, I went so long without using them, so that by the time I got out and I was single again, and then I had to start using condoms again, I was just like, my body was just like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like nigga, we can't feel anything. Like it was like one of those things. I don't know if that's common amongst guys, where it's hard to use condoms if you haven't used them for a long ass time before.
But even that, it's like I said, you're wondering what's wrong. Like women, especially, for over 25, like things, especially, oh my gosh, like I don't know what happens to you guys at your age, but I kid you not, every time I call one of my homegirls that are a little bit older than me, and they're like, oh, how old are you? I'm like, oh, I'm 28. They're like, oh yeah, girl, 25, 28. Like things just start changing. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, it's just gonna keep changing, and I don't get like you guys. So like I said, I don't know what some women, I don't know.
That's one thing I would change in my life if I could. I would never have not used condoms because it's so hard to go back after. Never not used it.
Oh, really?
Like I would have always wore a condom because
that's
it's
good.
so hard to go back after you don't use it. It's night and day. It's like
I always imagine that.
it's like eating food with saran wrap on your tongue. Like you can't taste shit, but you just eating because you're hungry.
Really?
It's the exact same thing.
I can imagine that. I can
It is
I can see
literally
that.
night and day.
Yeah. Ooh.
Or getting in water with a scuba suit on.
And you know what really sucks with that? Like, because it's so night and day, that's why guys are okay with just not using condoms.
And
That's why the baby has
that's why
the side baby.
women are okay with just not using condoms.
Right.
Because as much as niggas ain't using condoms, they have to be fucking somebody.
Right, but what I will say is, and I can't remember the last time I used it, but what I will say is, it's not night and day for us. It is a huge difference.
It's not night and day.
I don't think it. From what I remember, it's not like night and day.
I think it is. I think because from what I've heard, women hate condoms just as much as
No,
men.
yeah, we do, but it's not.
It's
Let me
not.
shut up. I can't remember the last time I used it. So let me shut up. I'm just gonna shut
So
up.
you don't even know.
I was like, but I think I remember. Never mind. Speaking of condoms, the baby has a new baby. The baby, rapping the baby. Supposedly, he says he didn't cheat, I think, but he had a baby mama, and I guess his baby mama aired him out. I should have researched this.
He not with his baby mama though.
He's not.
Because I saw her.
Air him out.
I saw her on some interview type thing or something where they was asking her questions and she was saying like, we not together, but that's my boo, blah 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 blah. Like she even said they not together. So as far as I know, they not together. So I don't think he cheated on her. He couldn't have.
Okay. Well, now he has a baby by whatever side girl that he was dealing with. Congrats.
Damn, that must have been right when he got popping. If we count 9 months back.
He just got popping 9 months ago?
I mean, he just got popping like around this time last year.
Oh, did he just have the baby? Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. You sure he's not with her?
His baby mama?
Yeah,
The new one or the first one?
the new one. I mean, sorry,
Oh.
the first one.
He's not with the first one.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he with the new one.
Well, she aired him out like they were together, and apparently he was saying like, "Oh, it was when they were on a break."
She probably just hurt
I'm pretty sure she is her. That's something you just can't take back.
a baby.
You just can't take a baby back.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
you can, but we discussed that. But
It's got to be around the second trimester.
you can actually kind of. This is terrible. I'm not.
Whoa.
We're not going to talk about this.
Oh.
We are pro-choice in here. We're not going to talk about this. Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. And now he has another life to take care of. But that's the one thing
That you would never come back from.
I'd have to be married to even consider coming back from. If I was just in a relationship and I wasn't married, no.
I want to see when's the first time we'll see the case of a man staying through that.
I would love to see it.
Because that nigga, I wouldn't even know what to say.
You know what the crazy thing is? I've seen.
You haven't seen that.
No. I've seen how, like Russell Wilson and Sierra, how old was baby Future, when they got together?
Oh, he was really little.
Was he a baby? Or was he like one?
He might have been like 1.
Okay, because I've seen it where, women have had like an 8-month, 9-month, and guys like take that on.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, obviously you weren't with her when she was pregnant, but that's still like, I'm like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I've seen niggas get with girls like during month 7 or 8 of pregnancy.
That's wild. That's not even, that's disgusting.
It's
Like, how do
very
you even,
wild.
I don't want to know. So like the baby.
They was fucking. They definitely was fucking. I heard pregnant pussy is fire, for what it's worth.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so surprising because like your cervix and like stuff in there expands.
Got a lot of nutrients and
expands.
juices
Like
in there.
our hole is already small. Like as the time goes on, it just gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
So I wonder how it's fire.
I don't know. I just heard it just feels amazing.
That's crazy. I need to ask somebody. I gotta figure out who was pregnant. What guy I know. Dang it. I gotta figure out what guy I know so I can ask them. Because, yeah, that's very interesting. I need, after my pregnancy, I need like especially after like if I have 2 kids, which I would like back to back.
The reconstruction surgery?
Yeah, I need the reconstruction like right after. Like I need everything to be like, like.
That should always remind me of the Chris Rock skit at the end of Blame Game. Who got your pussy all reposted? Somebody reposted this shit.
Oh my gosh, you did her so wrong.
Yeezy reposted my pussy.
Yeezy taught me.
Yeezy taught
I
me.
hate him for doing that. That's the most bitter thing in the world.
That was such a bar. Yeezy taught me.
Yeezy taught. That was such a bitter thing.
Yeezy
like,
taught me.
How mad are you for her moving on with her life that you create a whole skit? Like dudes do bitter things.
She did some bitter shit too.
What did she do?
She was tweeting about how she was playing with his asshole and all other kinds of stuff.
Okay, first of all, guys act like
That's very wild.
guys will never admit to some of the things. We're not even gonna get on this subject. Guys will just never admit to some of the things that goes on.
I'm just saying. But like, don't call me a finger in the booty ass bitch. Don't call me that.
She didn't call him that.
I swear to God she did. That was the hashtag. She said you wasn't saying all that when I was playing, when you was asking me to play in your asshole. Hashtag fingers in the booty ass bitch. You know how women do. Women love to weaponize some
That
shit.
was not.
That was the
my
thing.
gosh.
Women love to weaponize
That's
all
wild.
kinds of shit.
I take that back. That's mad wild.
That's very wild. Like, come on now. Like,
Oh my gosh. I remember that, but I don't remember that hashtag. That's amazing. Ooh, that's terrible. I can't believe she did that. Yep, I agree. Oh my God.
what else? What else you want to reach for on this this list that we got here? You want to talk about Juicy
Juicy
Smouye?
Just, I do not want to talk about him.
You want to talk about Juicy?
No.
All right, well, hold on, just real quick. We ain't gotta go in depth. But
Smollett.
For those of y'all that don't know, I'm gonna call him what Dave Chappelle was calling him, Juicy Smouye.
Okay.
Juicy Smouye has been indicted by a special prosecutor in Chicago on charges of disorderly conduct for the whole hoax that he came up with about him leaving his apartment at 2 o'clock in the morning in negative 16-degree weather in Chicago to go get a Subway sandwich. And 2 white racist men said, "Aren't you that faggot nigga from
Homophobic.
Empire?" 2 homophobic racist men said, "Aren't you that faggot nigger from Empire?" when Dave Chappelle brought up a great point. If there were homophobic, racist white men, do you think that they would watch Empire to even know who the fuck he was? And do you think...
I'm not doing this. I'm not going to do this.
And do you think that this nigga was walking at 2 a.m. to Subway? And mind you, after he got his ass whooped, he still maintained possession of the sandwich on his way home. He had the sandwich at the apartment when he filed the police report.
I'm not doing this. I'm still blown away that whole thing transpired.
Oh my God, that was the funniest shit in the world, man. And I want an apology from Vibe magazine for saying that straight black men's silence on that topic was dangerous.
I know.
Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all for that. Sincerely, Vibe magazine.
They were like gutted for y'all. Like,
Bro, what? Like straight.
Pay attention to straight black men. I was
Pay
like,
attention to the silence of straight black men on this topic. Like, fuck Vibe.
Y'all be so mad.
No, because
y'all be so mad.
It's nothing I hate more, and this is just me personally. It's nothing I hate more than being blamed for shit I didn't do. So when you like put that on a mass scale where you blaming all black men for some news we probably didn't even know about, fuck y'all. Vibe magazine.
Unbelievable.
We gonna do the what the fuck tweet of the week.
Yeah, we can do that one.
All right, the what the fuck tweet of the week.
Oh God.
Is-
I see it.
It's unattractive to me when a man has never been to jail before. You're not even a man yet.
Where was the comments? I want to know what the comments said about her. Because that's mad wild.
Hey, man. Black masculinity gets targeted so much on Twitter. It's amazing. Niggas got called gay last week for drinking mimosas.
Were they really?
Yeah, and they had a lot of retweets. This woman called. She said, "I don't understand niggas drinking champagne with orange juice. Seems a little fruity to me," or something like that. I'm just like, niggas can't do nothing, man. We can't have no fun. We just gotta work and die.
You know what? Speaking of that same tweet, I posted something about, I was like, oh, my boyfriend's friends are right. Because it's something about females do. And that came from, I was watching this girl's live. And the only reason I follow her, I kid you not, the only reason I follow her is because our shapes are identical and I like the way she dressed. So I'm like, I get inspiration every now and then.
Women bond over the stupidest shit. Continue.
Listen, we're not bonding. But anyways, I've never seen her, I don't follow too many like celebrities, but never seen her, never spoke to her. I just happened to click on her live and it was her and her friend, and I guess they were just like waiting to go somewhere, but they were on live and like requesting other people to go live with them. Mm-hmm. So there was this one guy that got on, and mind you, guys already say it's difficult to talk to women. They were so stuck up. The guy got on and he was just like, oh, hey, like, where y'all from? And then they were like sitting back like this. And she was like, where are you from? And I was like, oh my gosh. And the guy's like trying to make conversation with him. He's like, oh yeah, I got to fly y'all out. And in the middle of all that, the other girl just like clicks off and she's like, bye. Like, and just kind of like disses him. He was so sweet and he was trying to talk to them. They just had stale, stank attitudes. Then you got this other dude that comes on and he's like, some southern dude, and as soon as he comes on, he start cursing. He seem hood as I don't know what. He just talking all types of crazy, and they like, ooh, what you on? What you at? I'm just like, I hate women. Wow. This little hood dude done got their attention. Nice little dude didn't get no credit. He was over here talking nice and just trying to get to know him and fly him out. But yeah.
Women don't give men enough credit for doing shit that they don't do.
Yeah, I can't say that entirely, but in that case,
in that specific case, women don't approach men mainly because they're afraid of rejection, which is what men have to deal with every fucking day of their life.
Right.
Like, I just think we should get a little bit more credit for that. And what I don't like is when something very serious and terrible happens, like a woman gets like kidnapped or killed by a man who she refused his approaches or something like that. They throw that out there like, see, this is why we don't
throw out there.
Hell yeah. I've seen that so much on social media. Like, this is why we don't like when y'all approach us, blah, 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 or why we act like whatever the case may be.
That's when we actually like turn you guys down. Like, women don't like when we actually turn you down and you keep coming.
That's valid. Like that's valid. Like I understand that. I understand that.
Okay, so that's the part that we don't like. We just don't like when we tell a guy no. It's always like we'll be like, oh, I got a boyfriend. Oh, you can't have no friends. No.
You gotta see. You gotta see if she cheat.
No, like we don't like that guy.
Gotta see if she cheat. And
we
then
don't like that guy.
And then in the same breath, you'll get some women who, let's say maybe you tried to get at, but she wasn't having it. You talk to her, I don't know, a couple years later, and she was like, "Yeah, I mean, I was kind of feeling you. You just didn't try hard enough." And it's like,
yeah,
bitch,
that's actually really dumb.
like, what the fuck do you mean?
That's actually really dumb. I wish I would have shot my shot more when I was younger. I will say that.
I think more women need to.
Yeah, I wish I would have, but I just didn't. I will say that I wasn't raised to do that. Like I wasn't raised to. I don't know. I didn't know I learned the dating world through, like my brother and just through experience. So there was never a talk between like my parents or a talk between what a guy is supposed to do. I never had that. So like I didn't really know the whole. But I do wish I would have shot my shot more.
I don't think there's, because a guy is at least gonna give you the time of day if you shoot your shot. Like you might not get the date depending on how attractive he thinks you are, but he at least gonna give you the time of day. He'll at least give you a little conversation. He ain't gonna just double tap and like the comment that you put,
right?
That you send in his DMs. You know what I mean? Like
I wouldn't know. I've never sent it.
I just think we need to keep the same energy.
Yeah, no, we should. I think women don't realize how hard it is to approach them.
Look at Alicia Keys, living happily ever after.
She didn't shoot her shot.
She did. We don't know that.
You don't know that.
The coffee house on 49th and Lenox.
Like how are we supposed to even use that as an example?
She made the coffee with a little extra cream.
Mos Def? Get out of here.
Because she thought he was kind of sweet.
Baby.
To this day, that is the most game I've ever heard.
She was
by
like
a woman.
stalking him down.
She was cold.
She was out. Yeah.
She would have got she for sure would have got a date out of me with that voicemail she left.
You easy niggas.
What? And look, and she went for that nigga, and look what the fuck he was eating. That nigga was eating soul food with hot chocolate.
Oh my god.
Who the fuck does that? Nobody ever talks about the fact that Mos Def had a plate of soul food with hot chocolate.
It was cold.
And bagged Alicia Keys.
Mos Def is a very nice looking man.
He's one of my favorite rappers.
I fuck with Mos Def.
Yeah, he's a very nice looking man.
Yasin Bey.
He is. He's a very nice looking man. I didn't realize he was nice looking until I got older though. It's weird. Okay, so this is another thing. It's really weird how
you seem like you like Mos Def kind of niggas.
No. No.
You seem like that could be like a niche for you. Like, you know how some people like got that one certain thing that they like? Like they don't really got a type, but it's like a one specific group that they a little bit like gravitate towards. Mos Def type niggas might be your like niche.
No. Maybe.
What's those hats called with the
fedora?
No, not the fedora. No back. It's no back to it. Oh. But the brim in the front, like the old man hat. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, Mos Def be wearing them.
Kangaroo.
Kango ones, whatever.
Kind of like a Kango hat.
No, they're actually not. Maybe I should
like niggas that wear those.
Maybe I should have gave that a try, but no. I was dating the I always dated like more rugged. It was like thuggish, then it was rugged-ish. Yeah, but no. Most definitely. I didn't realize as I've gotten older, it's crazy because when you're younger, you're like, oh, he's cute. You're 19, 20. Oh, he's cute. He's 21. He's this, that, the other. And then when you get to like late 20s, like 30, you're like, oh, he 40? Oh, what's his name? Daddy look good.
That's crazy.
I can't tell you how many times in our group chats we be like, oh snap, look at such and such daddy. He looked like back in the day he could have got it. So it's weird how you get older and it's like, oh, 8-year difference ain't even that bad.
That's crazy.
And then when you like early 20s, you be like, oh, you that old? No. You gonna see it happen. What you talking about? You be like, oh, 30? You 5 years older than me?
Did you guys get to talk about that broom bullshit that was happening yesterday where everybody was convinced the earth was in some magnetical...
It's still up?
No, it's not up. But I left it up. It was like 2 a.m. and I just...
We did it yesterday.
Dude, like...
We did it yesterday.
How does something like that go that viral?
That's crazy.
There's so much cool content out here,
because
bro.
This is the thing, is that all you have to do is do some shit that not a lot of people know about,
Right.
and then attach it to a credible source.
Right.
So all they
Crazy.
did was stand up a fucking broom and say,
NASA.
said that on this day, because of the gravitational pull, if you stand up a broom, it'll stay there.
NASA said no such thing.
NASA said no such thing.
But you know the crazy thing is, NASA didn't even deny it.
They didn't deny it.
Yeah,
You
because
know
you know
why?
how much clout that was getting?
Because it was more traffic for NASA.
I typed NASA in a few times.
Exactly. Like, it's so crazy.
I can't wait to make up something and just be like NASA.
My girl was looking at me like I was stupid when I was telling her. She was like,
I
"No, they
FaceTimed
didn't."
my daddy. I was like, Dad, look, try it. And he sent me a video.
I was about to go stand up 10 brooms at my grandma's house so she would say it was the devil.
Y'all saw that too.
I wanted to go do it so bad, but we was already out and busy. But I was definitely going to my grandma's house to stand up
Isn't
10
that
brooms in a circle
crazy? Isn't
Oh
that
my
crazy?
gosh. That went
So
so,
crazy.
and
viral.
flick the lights. Black people say anything is the devil. Anything that they don't understand is the devil.
Yeah.
I had a magic
Hey.
kit when I was like 6, and I had
Magic is the devil.
invisible glue and
Oh.
invisible string on my hand, and I had a dollar bill attached to the end of the string, and I was moving the string back and forth in front of my grandma, and she was just not having it. She was like, "Get that shit out of my face! That's the devil! That's the devil!"
Ooh.
I was like, "This is literally a $7 magic kit that I got from Barnum and Bailey when we went to the circus." But you don't. Oh my god.
I want to ask this question. I forget where I saw this, but I really want to ask this question. If someone offered to tell you where you would be in 20 years from now,
Nope.
you saw the thing. Nobody else did it.
I actually didn't see
If
it.
someone offered to tell you where you'd be 20 years from now, but you had no ability to change it, would you still want to know?
Nope.
No?
Fuck no. Because then my anxiety is too bad for that. Like, I don't even like
I'd be
people.
pissed off.
I don't even like people telling me like we need to talk about something.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
Just tell me what the fuck you want to talk about.
Yeah, I don't like people do that to me.
I
We'll
hate
talk
that shit.
later.
Bro,
What?
like,
I had to talk to you
bro,
later. No.
Rob does that shit and it fucking bothers
Oh my
me
God.
because that's how he starts conversations.
He
all
does.
he says is yo.
Yes.
Like, and then you like,
You're right,
yo,
that is how he, like,
what's up? And then he like, then he says what he wants or what he needs. Nigga, just say you want me to pick up some fucking trash bags before I get home. Don't have me thinking that somebody died because that's where my brain goes.
I dot it, and I'll be like, everything okay?
Yeah, like
Right.
when you just send me yo at 12:06 a.m., I'm thinking the worst. Don't ask me if I'm in the parking spot. You know what I mean? Like my anxiety is just too bad for that, bro.
It really is, because I instantly start
That
thinking,
saves
I'm
the whole
like,
text.
Yeah.
yeah. I literally think to myself, like, oh, and I like the stories are crazy. I'm like, oh, he got a flat tire and he's off on the side of the road. He can't get picked up because it's like my brain just goes.
Anything could have happened.
Right.
Anything could have happened. He lost a finger. You know what I'm saying? And then
He's at the hospital and nobody
and
else can
then-
be reached.
And then sometimes after you say yo back or say what's up,
Don't
he just won't
respond.
respond. So I'm like, this nigga's dead. This nigga is dead. Like,
I feel that, though.
I hate that
Definitely.
shit. So never tell me we gotta talk. Never say that. Just
Oh
wait
my
until you want to talk
gosh.
to me and tell me exactly what the fuck you want to talk about. I hate that shit so much because when you tell me that, I'm gonna just say, no, talk to me about an hour. We're not talking about it.
Right. That's how I am with my girl.
Like, talk to me about it right now, or we're not talking about it at all.
That's actually what I say. I'm like, no. Or I actually had that talk and I was like, don't do that. Because I just like, for me, I'm just like, and I don't automatically think it's bad, but I'm thinking like it's something that we have to take care of. And for me,
It's
I'm
just
like
something serious. What did I do?
I like to fix things now. I don't like to let things linger or let things, whatever it could be. I'm like, let's handle it. Let's move on.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. That gives me so much anxiety.
My anxiety is just terrible with that, bro. Like,
Yo, same, bro.
like if the police was like, yo, we want you to come in sometime this week, ask you a few questions, I might just flee the country.
Bro, that happened to me.
For real?
Yeah, like 2 years ago.
Nah,
I guess some
man.
kid that I don't mess with no more. His car window got broken into, and when the cops asked who could it have been, he said
Oh, no,
it was
he
me.
didn't.
I'm like, you think I broke into your Subaru? Like,
That is so wild.
yo, and the cops were like reaching out to me, and I thought it was fake. You know what I mean? Like, we need you to come to the police station. I was like, man, get the fuck out of here. And then the chief emails me. I'm like, all right, how they get my email? So then I had a
That's
friend that was a
crazy.
cop, and I was like, yo, you think you could like you search for my name in there? And he's like, I got you. And he was just like, nah, bro, it looks like you're good. So I went in, and I shit you not, they put me in an interrogation, like a room
Yeah.
with a lie detector
With the
test.
double-sided mirror.
No.
Oh.
It literally had a polygraph test, and he was just like, "Oh, don't mind that. We're not using that. This is the only room we have free." I'm like, "Bro, how stupid do you think I am that this is like doing something to me?" And then he was like, "When is the last time you saw?" It was literally like the movies, bro. I was
That's
shitting
crazy.
myself the whole time. And he told me somebody. I was like, "Bro, I didn't break no window." He's like, "Can you tell me where you were at this time?" So thank God for Apple fucking tagging where you go and the times. I just showed him where I was at, and that was that.
Yeah.
But yo, a cop telling you, yo, you got to come in. I was like, nope.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on strike. I'm not responding to yo text messages no more. The next time I get a yo, I'm gonna be like, just tell me from now on. Just tell me whatever you asking, because my anxiety is too bad for this. And then after that, if it continues, I'm just not responding. You're just gonna have to call me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts, bro.
I don't have that luxury.
Worst feeling.
Yo. Cause then it's like I can't hear the tone of the yo.
Right.
I don't know if it's a distress yo. I don't know if it like
Scared of y'all.
yo. Yo.
I always
Oh my
every time I get
gosh.
yo, it feels like we about to beef or
Yo.
something. Like yo, I'm like, damn.
Yo.
Or A. I be like,
A is aggressive.
I don't get
oh,
that.
I get A. I be like,
A is aggressive.
hey, what happened? A.
Hey.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. I get A. Yo.
Oh wait, Rob hit me with the yo, and I replied saying, "Hey man," and he goes, "LOL, hey." He like laughed at my response. I was like, "Well, I don't feel good at this conversation."
I'm gonna just start. I'm gonna just start responding to that with a question. How are you? Yo, how are you?
Say hey.
Oh, my
Oh.
gosh.
All right, man. What else we gonna reach for off of this list? Power spinoffs. There are fucking 5 of them. 4 or 5. There's Power Book 2, which is
I'm here for it.
Ghost, which is Tariq, and I think Sax is in that one. There's Power Book 3, which is just Tate. There's Book 4, which is Kanan.
I'm here for it.
And then there's Book 5, which is Tommy. I don't know if that's out of order, but yeah.
I'm here for it.
I'm going to watch the one with Tariq in it, and I'm going to watch the one with Tommy. I'm not watching Tate's and Kanan's backstory. I'm not watching those. But I'll watch the other 2, though. Those actually look good.
Yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for it all. I can't wait to see it. I don't know where they're taking this, but I'm here for it.
Because from the clip that they showed for the Ghost one, they showed Tasha in jail, they showed Tariq at school, and they showed Sax.
Yeah, then they just showed Tommy's car.
So it's going to be,
right?
well, that's for his own one.
Oh, okay.
But the Ghost one is picking up exactly where the show left off. So I'm interested to see that. That's supposed to be this summer. We pretty much talked about Valentine's Day already. Would you take the fall if your child killed someone?
Oh, so
Related to
obviously,
Power, I'm
everybody,
guessing, yeah.
if you've seen Power, you know that Tariq killed Ghost. Yeah, would you take the fall if your kid, committed a murder or killed somebody? Would you take the fall?
I'd need context. If my kid was just a serial killer just out here committing mass murders, I'm not taking
Nah,
the fall
he
for
good.
Yeah, we talked about it, and we had said that, well,
that. Like if somebody broke in our house and my son shot them and killed them, I'd take the charge.
But it's not a charge, is it?
Depending on which state you're in, it could be. In California, it's a charge.
yeah.
You got to match force.
I
So
would-
if they only come in with a knife and you shoot them, you get charged.
What?
Yeah.
It's like I didn't
A
have a
good
knife. I had my
response
gun.
was they would take the charge if they knew their kid, like, if this would affect their life to the point, like they knew their kid made a mistake, and they're after this they're not gonna go in and get in trouble. Like if your kid was just a fuck up and 2 weeks later he's gonna be in jail, then
Yeah.
obviously he doesn't get a charge. But if you know they made a mistake, they're gonna live a prosperous life, then I would take the charge. My thing is it still depends on their age. Like if he's like
Right.
10. I might let him take it because he's gonna do juvie. I mean, they
If
especially
that.
if they charge him as a child. Like depending on what happened,
At 10, he might not get charged, depending on.
Right. He's not.
he'll
how
get
it
charged. But juvie camp, he'll be all right.
Yeah.
Get out. We'll set him straight.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm going to jail for nobody. I know you said that you would for your sister, but it's like,
I
yeah,
was
you
so
did.
good at jumping for my
It's,
sister.
you gotta justify it. It's like, bro, I'm not about to spend time for you. Like,
Yeah.
so if you do some shit, that means you don't give a fuck about me either to put me in a
Yeah.
situation for me
If
to
they
take
just
that
did
fall for you.
some, if my sister was running ragged and she was just, doing stupid stuff, then yeah. But if my sister like had a moment, like a weak moment where she did something dumb, and there isn't even a great justification for it, but she just had a moment and did something dumb, I'd still take it.
Yeah, but like, what would that do?
And also
You know?
contextually, who's helping who more?
Right.
Like-
if anything, she's fucking you up way more than what she
I'm okay
just
with that.
like.
Like-
You know what I mean?
I'm okay with that.
It just depends.
Word.
Like if my brother was about to go to the NFL and did some stupid shit, like let's say he stole a car or something,
Right.
I would take the charge.
Right. It's an easy charge. So.
But now that's the same argument
Yeah, that's
though.
an
Your
easy
brother's
charge,
running
though.
reckless.
Huh?
Now, your brother's running reckless. Now when he gets to the NFL, whatever it is.
What's the
Yeah.
track record though of what he's been doing so far? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's contextual. Like if this was the first,
Well, you're gonna
time
feel
thing,
crazy
he
if
did some
you
stupid
in
ass
there
shit, and
with
then he
him,
do
and
something
then he
dumb
do some
again,
stupid shit, and he in
know
there
what I'm
with you
saying?
now.
But
so.
if I think it was something that was out of character that he just genuinely made a fucking mistake,
Right.
I would take the charge.
Yeah.
Man, that's a crazy topic.
Yeah, it's a very crazy topic. You want to talk about this hygiene thing that you put in here? I feel like that could be the last thing that we talk about.
Okay. I don't even know how, like, that's the segue into that is just like,
All right, so there was something that I put in here, and a guy actually posted this. I don't even know who this guy is, but it's like a popular account that he just posts like random stuff, and it's a lot of TMI stuff, and it was saying men. This is going to be a long read, so just pay attention. I'll skim through it as quick as I can. Men carry bacteria. Too much sperm inside women can cause bacteria, so pull out sometimes. When your balls are itching, that's yeast. Y'all want women to always ride the cucumber. Then you need to have your hair shaved. Your hair carries bacteria and holds sweat from your balls. Not wearing the proper boxer size can cause men's private areas to sweat and chafe. Bacteria will form and multiply because of the heat and tightness of the boxers. Stop messing with multiple females. Mixing fluids throws off our pH balance. Y'all don't have a primary care provider. Men sit up with trichomoniasis and don't have any symptoms. A woman can't get tricked without a man. Wash your hands before you rub on her stuff. Some of these men don't bathe every day. Ain't been to the dentist in years. Bacteria in the mouth, but always want to eat the cat. Beard not clean, razor bumps infected, but you want a deep sea dive. Y'all men are just as at fault as women.
Jesus
Apart,
Christ.
yeah, apart if the self-love journey is choice partner that takes care of themselves. Yeah, so basically,
Wash your ass.
yeah, because a lot of men shame women for stuff like that. Like there's stuff that. I remember this one post that was going around. It was like, I loved you when your pH balance was off. A lot of men shame women.
It's fucking crazy.
A lot of men shame women for stuff like that. When you guys have to understand that our stuff is usually fine by ourselves. Our stuff doesn't change until we meet you guys.
We blame men.
Listen, this is what I'm saying, because you guys don't understand like what goes on. Like when we start to mix things and too much of something like affects us, and I don't think guys understand that. Even your guys' diet, oh my god, when you try, I don't even want to get into it, but when guys, if you have a girl and let's say that she's a clean person and she's eating a certain type of way and she's vegan or whatever it is, but then here you come and you smoke, you drink, you do a bunch of stuff, whatever it could be, that is going to affect her. And I don't think guys actually realize that all that stuff that they put in their body that goes into us. For you guys, nothing's actually going inside you, so that can affect us. So men sometimes have a tendency to shame women for that stuff, not understanding that not everything, but there are things that come from you guys and how you do things. Like how many times maybe they are, but nobody's really sticking anything in you. I didn't know where but man, you guys, like, do you wash your hands? Do you do this? Like, do you know what I mean? Like that all affects us.
No, you're right. You're 100% right. I didn't know how that went, because like that's not something that you learn that much in anatomy, like in school. You don't really learn that at all. So I had to learn some of that stuff like as an adult. Like you, like I said, in a previous relationships, I wasn't wearing protection at all.
Yeah.
And I also wasn't pulling out. But I didn't know that you can't consistently, like, 4 or 5 days a week come in a woman because it throws off her pH balance significantly.
Or even if you're having sex with one girl and you're not using a condom, and then you have sex. Now, not only does she have, you know, your fluids, but she has that female fluid. And it's like that throws a woman off. So it sucks. Like, women have to deal with that, and we just have to deal with it. And because, you know, there's shame for it, we have this embarrassing thing where it's just like, you know, but I think more men should actually pay attention to stuff like that.
I think men should just hygiene in general. There's a lot of stigmas about certain types of hygiene. Like, men should go and get their feet and their hands done. Like, it's nothing wrong with that. Like, it's not gay to get a pedicure, guys.
Yeah.
Like,
and even, you know, your hygiene under your clothes. Like, women spend a lot of times, like, we actually are taught how to bathe. Like, I don't know if you guys have a way, but there's a way that we have to wash. Like, we can't wash with regular soap. We shouldn't wash with scented soap. Like, we wash. Like, there's a way that, like, it's not even a thing. Like, I'm sorry, it is a thing. We actually have to bathe a certain type of way. Like, and I was taught that when I was, I want to say in high school. I don't think I was even taught in junior high. I was taught in high school that there was a specific type of way. And for you guys can just kind of do whatever you want. For us, it's like, you know, don't use this body soap on these areas because you could have a reaction to this. And you just have, so we actually have to, you know, there's so many things. I'm telling you, women, if I could go back and be a boy.
Listen, fellas, wash your balls, brush your teeth, shampoo your beard.
Yes.
Take care of all that stuff. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
And don't come in your girlfriend every day. It could fuck her up.
It could.
What?
Not every day. Twice a week.
You could do it even more. Well, never mind. I don't know.
You can do it more, I think.
Yeah,
I don't know. I never really saw what the limit was. I just knew that every day was too much.
You just fucking your chances up.
I just knew that every day was too much.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess it is.
Because when you think about the science of it, like, when you know what it is, it makes sense. Because, like, sperm is basic.
You know what? If you're every day and it's only y'all two, the chances of it being too much aren't as bad. But if you...
Nah, it is still, though.
Okay.
Because depending on how much y'all having sex. Like,
yeah, true. No. Well, yeah. Then it also depends on the woman, too. Some women are extremely sensitive. And that's the one thing that really sucks. Every woman is different.
Man, but shooting up the club is just so amazing.
Shooting up the club?
Shooting up the club.
Oh, I was really thrown off. I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure it is. Don't guys like the other stuff? Like,
that's like top.
Yeah, she'd be like,
that's like top 5 things in life in general.
But don't y'all get like turned on when a girl be like, come on my face, come on my chin?
I mean, yeah, that's cool too. Sometimes, like, just
yeah,
to
but
look
sometimes you just look at them.
But
like,
as far as feeling
doing?
wise,
Really?
like, imagine being warm inside of a warm apartment and then just walking outside into the cold.
It's not that bad.
It's the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
Yes, it is.
Crazy.
Do you know how warm a vagina is? I'm assuming. I mean, I guess. That's a weird question. But yes.
I don't know, but I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine.
Like, you in just a fucking cozy,
you know what's
80-degree temperature car during the coldest of winters, and then you just get shoved outside into a blizzard.
You know what's really crazy? And we just don't really think about it. You guys literally feel our insides.
Yeah.
Right. It's fucking crazy.
Like, we don't even ever really feel as much as our insides as you.
Yeah.
You're
That shit is
feeling our
weird.
organs.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's one of the best things ever.
Oh my
Right?
god. Oh my god.
I gotta really think about, like, some things in life that feel better immediately than shooting up the club.
Hitting a fucking
Like,
dab.
at the time, at the moment?
Like, just right there, like, that instance. Like, what else gives you that
I don't
peak
think I don't
rush?
think it literally exists. There's nothing
No?
that includes your nervous system to that point. What else does that?
What about head?
Nah,
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
Oh, okay.
Hitting a parlay, maybe. You hit like a 10-team parlay. That in that moment, that might be up there. It's not better than it, but, like, as far as top 5,
parlay.
What are you talking about?
sports betting.
He's talking about sports betting, man.
Oh yeah, I don't bet.
Sports
Yes,
betting.
it's not.
10-team parlay is
Hitting a
hard.
10-team
That's
parlay is really hard.
unrealistic.
But I could imagine that if you did, it would feel not as good, but it would be in that stratosphere.
First off, let me just highlight the fact that
Winning
I know
the
what
lotto.
a 10-team parlay is.
There
Thanks,
you go.
babe.
Winning the lotto.
Going off in Call of Duty is up there for me. I feel crazy good when
Imagine your kill like 25-1.
that's a nuke, baby. You going crazy?
Yeah. Hitting a buzzer beater, maybe.
Right.
That's crazy.
Dunking. I've never done that, but I'm assuming your
Dunking.
first dunk has to be
Your first
like,
dunk is very exciting.
right?
Could you dunk?
Yeah,
It's
but
Action
never like
Bronson.
nothing crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
Like at my peak, I was like rim grazing.
Yeah. Okay.
Action Bronson said he would give his balls up to feel dunking one time.
Bro, like, no, you
would?
think of Action
Action
Bronson, the
Bronson.
rapper. He said he would give his
Oh.
balls up to field to be able to dunk one time. Think about how awesome, like,
Right.
dunking looks.
Man, just jamming
Yeah.
it in there.
Like,
Damn.
just jumping up high as fucking just slamming the fucking
You
ball
never
in.
have that type of control and everything. Yeah.
It's incredible.
We'll make that a goal eventually.
Hitting a
I feel
home
like
run,
that's-
maybe? Grand Slam. Not home run. Grand Slam. World Series. Walk off.
Yeah.
You still jogging? It's not as like.
Effort was in the swing. So.
All right.
But thank you guys for equating it to all that.
I think we
Right.
had a good talk
Yay.
today.
think
I
we
actually
did.
really enjoyed this episode.
Oh, I will highlight this. I have a company called The Black Market. The Black Market is coming out with
Yeah.
this. Hey, The Black Market is coming out with a cipher. I think they were going to release this week. We just filmed it, so be on the lookout for that. You guys can follow The Black Market at the.blackmarket_ at on Instagram.
Yeah, better follow that shit too.
Yep.
Tight.
Yep. All right. Well, I had fun today.
Yeah.
This has been episode 26 of the TYS Talk Your Shit podcast. If you haven't already, please subscribe on whatever platform you're listening to in addition to YouTube. And share with a friend. Drop some comments. Drop some suggestions. And
Talk to us, people.
yeah, we will talk to y'all next week. I'm Jordan.
Allie.
Starks, we out.
Yeah.
Behind the camera on the mic.